What is going on, guys? It's Chris here, and today we are going to take a look at the Dragon Line skill line. Now, we may have touched over this in past videos, but I never really went in-depth into it. So, if you want me to go in-depth into anything else, please leave a comment below. I read all the comments, reply to all of them, and I really love every time I get an email seeing a comment. So, make sure you do leave a comment. Today, basically, we are going to be discussing the skill overview of the Dragonite and some of the pros and cons about it. Now, just to let you know, this is just information that I'm getting from Reddit and Tamriel Foundry. All those links will be in the description. So, without any further ado, let's get into it and let's see what we got in our play today. So, the Dragonite has 3 skills, and I'm actually looking over them now. One is Ardent Flame, one is Draconic Power, and the other is Earthen Heart. Now, Earthen Heart offers tremendous group utility and control tools. Draconic Power is more defensive variant, and Ardent Flame, is the skill line for basic damage and debuffs. So let's go into Ardent Flame and take a little breakdown of the ultimates, the actives, and the passives. So Ardent Flame, it's got, of course, it's got the ultimate, the 5 passives, or the 5 actives, and the 4 passives. The ultimate is Battle Standard, or Dragonite Standard. Plant a standard dealing damage to all nearby enemies and reducing the incoming healing they receive. This also initiates the Shackle synergy. Now, I'm not too sure what the Shackle synergy is, but I'm guessing that this will be some sort of slowdown CC synergy. Placing a banner down, I don't know the radius of the banner as of yet, but hopefully it's not going to be too far, as this would be pretty OP. Fiery Reach is the first active. Pull an enemy towards you with a fire train dealing damage. Now, we just saw that on the screen a couple of moments ago. It is pretty much not a taunt ability, but kind of, you could peel. Now, what that means is if someone's being attacked, you could pull that enemy towards you and help that other person, you know, regain his health or regain his synergy, etc., etc. It's a good kind of mobility spell. Searing Strike burns the target, dealing damage over time. This is a dot, and a dot means damage over time, so it'll be a burn damage over time. Fiery Breath. Deal fire to all enemies in front of you. Ignite them for additional damage over time. So as I said, the Ardent Flame skill tree is damage over time, focusing on attacks and debuffs. Fiery Breath is the first main dot that we can kind of see besides Searing Strike, where Fiery Breath is initially the only thing that will dot it up. What a Dragonite is famous for, and what you see all the time when it's using, is Lava Whip. Deal fire damage and cause enemy to become off balance, if used on an immobilized or stunned foe. Basically, if they're off balance, that means their casting time will take longer or it'll interrupt them. I'm not too sure of that. But the Lava Whip does look pretty amazing. I love the fact that the animations for it, and the fact that, you know, it's just fire. I'm a big fire kind of guy. And Inferno, the last of the actives. This toggleable aura deals periodic damage to all nearby enemies while slowly draining the Dragonite's magicka. The damage dealt and magicka cost increases the longer the aura is active. Basically, this is kind of, put it this way. There's a ball, and there's going to be fire constantly blowing out of the ball till all the inside of the ball is drained out. That's what it's going to be. So that was the Ardent Flame skill tree. Let's look at Draconic Power, and look at the defensive mechanisms that the Dragonite has. So the Draconic Power is mainly going to be what I'm focusing on in the Elder Scrolls Online, because I'm focusing on becoming the tank for my guild, becoming the ultimate tank, and controlling the battleground in AVA, or Alliance versus Alliance for those of you that don't know what it is. So its ultimate starts off with Dragon Leap. Leap forward on magical wings, dealing AoE damage upon landing and knocking foes backwards. This just looks absolutely amazing. Could you imagine leaping from Black Marsh to, oh, I don't know, Skyrim? Could you imagine that bug? That would be amazing. The first active is Spike Armor. Increases your damage resistance and returns damage to melee attackers. I'm guessing if someone attacks you, it'll in turn, over time, reduce the damage being done to you and put it back to enemies. Dark Talons. Root all enemies, dealing additional damage to an enemy not already afflicted by talons. So basically, if you use this and someone isn't already controlled by this, it'll do additional damage to them. Dragon Blood. Immediately heals the player and applies a medium duration heal over time. This is an active, and meaning that you'll have to activate it, and basically it's your first heal as a Dragonite that we are seeing so far looking through the skills. It's pretty amazing. Hopefully that we could buff this up. Maybe it doesn't just heal over time, because that would be, this looks very OP. And it does say applies a medium duration heal. At least it's not a high duration heal. I would prefer a small duration heal, because that way then we wouldn't be too OP. Looking at it already, we're pretty OP. Reflective Scales. Reflects incoming projectiles for a short period of time. This is perfect. If you imagine going into Alliance versus Alliance and someone's attacking you with arrows from above, you send in your Dragon Knight Draconic Power Warriors. That's going to be my guild name. And you just own it up. Then we've got Inhale. Absorbs health from every nearby enemy, then returns damage to afflicted foes depending on the total amount of health absorbed. So put it this way, you have 4 goblins around you, you drain 50% of all their health. That's a lot of damage going back out. First up on the passives, we have Iron Skin. Increases the amount of damage you are able to block. Thank you God, we get a block passive. I was hoping that we'd get that sooner or later. Burning Heart. Increases healing received from each dragon ability on your bar. So every time, let's say you put all your actives on, and then you use Dragon Blood, and then someone heals you, you're not going to die. You are not going to die. Then we got Elder Dragon. Increases passive health regeneration for each dragon ability on the bar. It looks to me that dragon abilities are going to play a main role for this spec, which is good because I like the abilities that we have already. Then we have Scaled Armor. Increases your initial resistance to enemy spells. Oh my God. OP as hell. I don't know about you guys, but I'm going to go Draconic Power. What are you going to go? Well, actually, let's look at Earthen Heart and then tell me what you're going to go. And we're on to Earthen Heart, and this is the CC for PvE and PvP. Now, the reason I'm saying that is because when I looked over these, you guys are just going to ooze and ogle. There's no words for it. This is amazing. The Ultimate, Magma Armor. Limits incoming damage at a maximum percentage of your health per hit, while dealing fire damage to all foes around you. You're a volcano. This makes Inferno on the first skill line to look sissy. Stonefist. We see this in a couple of first-person gameplays of this. Stonefist draws a chunk of rock from the ground, hurling it at an enemy and dealing physical damage, and it also knocks the target down. Hopefully this has a long cooldown, otherwise I will just see a load of Dragon Knights going Earthen Heart CC spec. Smash, 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 smash. Molten Weapons. An AoE buff which increases the power of nearby allies, with double benefit applied to the Dragon Knight. So your AoE spells will do a lot more to your class and your enemies, and your teammates' class. An enemy buff, God. And the second last active, Petrify. Applies a long duration stun to the target. The petrified enemy can take some damage while stunned, but sufficient damage will permanently end the stun. So if you do a certain amount of damage, it will end the stun. Ash Cloud, the last active. Summon a swirling ash storm, snaring afflicted foes, which increase the chance to miss. Initiates an Ash Cloud synergy? Sorry if I can't talk today, guys. I'm very tired. I've been up all night editing. Can't talk at all, but let's get the last passives through. Earthen Mountain. Increases the duration of Earthen Heart abilities. Pretty basic. Deep Breaths. Activating an ultimate ability restores resources to the Dragon Knight's base on its ultimate cost. That looks pretty good, so the more you activate your ultimate, the more it recharges. Mountain's Blessing. Gain additional ultimate charge when activating an Earth ability. Now it does say Earth ability, not Earthen ability, and this has me questioning the, Stonefist. Could that be some sort of elemental ability? We don't know yet, but if I do, I'll make sure to let you know. And the last one is Helping Hands. Gain stamina whenever one of your Earth abilities is applied to another player. Pretty basic, as I said. So guys, that's basically the Dragon Knight rundown. We have Earthen Heart, CC spec, Draconic Power, the tank spec, and Ardent Flame, the debuff and fiery attack spec. I hope you did enjoy this, and make sure to subscribe to our channel and MMORPG's channel. MMORPG has given us the opportunity to partner up with them and upload to their channel. You'll be seeing a lot of videos on this channel, so you might want to go subscribe there. Anyway guys, thanks very much for watching. I'll end the video now by saying thank you so much. We are at nearly 1,000 subscribers. It's amazing. Here's to another 1,000 guys. Thanks very much, and I'll see you in the next video. Chris out.